Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are fresh off of the fully loaded PLE, and we are here live and ready to go as this is your official Road to Survivor Series, and what a road it is set to be, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hartford, Connecticut, because we are live in the XL Center, and we are ready to go as we have one hell of a packed show ready for you, and a packed house and a packed arena, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be damn good as Ivar goes one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion known as Swerve Strickland. After a defense last week, can he get another one tonight? Let's find out, and that's not all. We will be hearing coming up in a few minutes Piper Niven live as she will be speaking to the WWE Universe in this one right here. Oh man, it's a megastar versus an aerial assassin, Ospreay v Knight, and we have a debuting Nia Jax as she goes one-on-one with Tiffany Time, known as Tiffany Stratton, and inside your main event, it's big, it's fight-filled, and it has blockbuster written all over it. It is Jacob Fatu v Braun Breaker 2 as it goes down later on in your main event. But oh man, wait a minute, we were not expecting this, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the Bloodline seem to be coming out here, as that is the Bloodline's music, Jimmy's music, being played after they had one hell of a showcase last week. I mean, let's talk about it for real. That tag team championship match, if you ask me, was one of the most underrated matches of the night, and wow, the 6'8", 268-pound man, the man who had everybody completely speechless after that tag team collision, the newest member of the Bloodline, he is Hikuleo. As the Bloodline needed a replacement for Jey Uso ever since Jimmy was the one to put the foot to the mouth of his younger brother Jimmy, showing that nothing is stronger than the words or than the power of the Bloodline. It's obviously something deeper than blood itself, as Jimmy once upon a time ago surrounded himself around brothers, all brothers in universe mode, and now, well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is distant cousins, it is other members from the island that once upon a time we would have never thought we'd see here in universe mode. You see, Hikuleo was ready to go. He is standing front and center, as Hikuleo has not yet acknowledged his tribal chief, but that should be coming up very, very soon. As we all know, the man known as Roman Reigns does not accept new Bloodline members without an official acknowledgement. And with Hikuleo being here tonight, with him standing front and center for both Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu, our reigning Raw Tag Team Champions, as we go into Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say, it is going to get dangerous from here on out. This right here is exactly the kind of attitude we were looking for with the Bloodline, and we got it. Fully loaded. Let's talk about Fully Loaded for a second. Let's talk about the dominance that the Bloodline displayed at Fully Loaded. Let's talk about the man standing behind me, Jacob Fatu, and what he did to Braun Breaker and what he will do to Braun Breaker later tonight. Let's talk about the debuting Hikuleo, the 6'8", 268-pound beast of a Samoan, standing behind me, representing Roman and his reign in the Bloodline, as I am one half of the tag team champions. I am the right-hand man. I am Jimmy Uso. I am the man who took out his own flesh and blood to get to the top, and I promise you, there will be more dominance on display, because we have a certain event coming up very, very soon that Roman has suggested that I come out here and talk about. We have to address Survivor Series. Now, everybody likes Survivor Series. Survivor Series to everybody is brand versus brand. It's something that we have never done here in this company, but let one thing be known: the Bloodline will stand tall. The Bloodline will go to Survivor Series and they will retain their streak of being the best of the best. We will defy the odds of last year, and we will be the men who walk out of War Games on top. We will be the men who walk out of the tag team match on top, and Roman will be the man who walks out of his match with Jon Moxley on top, because if you haven't noticed something about 2024, the Bloodline has been reshaping their history. All of those losses that you've seen last year, we turned them into learning experiences. We turned them into something that has made us so much better, and that is the Bloodline. The Bloodline before was something said as just family. Now it is dominance, it is ruthlessness, it is everything that it couldn't be before, and it is because of the men standing behind me. It is because of Roman and his reign, and it is because of me and everything that I have sacrificed to get here to the top. Now, as for Nia Jax, now Nia, we're going to be paying very close attention to your debut tonight, because you aren't an official member of the Bloodline, but that can be changed very soon. Now Nia, we're looking for ruthlessness, we're looking for dominance, we are looking for a clean-cut win on the behalf of your tribal chief. And once you and Hikuleo officially acknowledge your tribal chief, well, then all is well and due. But until then, business continues, and tonight we walk into the main event, and Jacob Fatu does what Jacob Fatu does best, and that is dominate, crush the opponents, and walk away victor. Because Braun Breaker, we should have left you at Fully Loaded, but tonight we leave you in the past. And as for you, Moxley and Bryan Danielson, next week you will be our future. And after Survivor Series, you will be like the rest. You will be in our past. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, that was one of the most important mission statements I've ever heard from the Bloodline, led by Jimmy Uso. But later on tonight, it's still confirmed right here in Hartford, Connecticut for your main event. It's going to be Jacob Fatu v. Braun Breaker as the second match goes down here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, the match that'll be starting you off right here on Monday nights, it'll be Will Ospreay going one-on-one with LA Knight. Can Ospreay stop the megastar? We're going to find out coming up next. Dude, last week at Fully Loaded was intense, but we walked away the winner. Because I knew we could. I mean, with me, you, Cody, and CM Punk, I mean, come on, that is a dreams team, a all-star team right there. And I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling it. Listen, last week was fun, but I think it's time that me and you get down to business. I want to go after the tag team championships. I'm not messing with the Bloodline. I never messed with the Bloodline. I feel like going forward, they need to be on people who can truly represent Raw, and that is me and you, Sammy. Only me and you can get it done. And I know so many times in the past I haven't really seen it clearly. I haven't really understood the vision of teaming with you, but after last week, I see it, brother, and I want it. I want to be champions with you. If I'm going to be champions here in Universe Mode with anybody else, it's got to be you, Sam. Wow, Kevin, I don't even know what to say right now. This is completely out of character for you. Are you feeling okay? I mean, listen, all right, jokes aside, dude, of course, tag team championships, I mean, it's going to be a long road up. We don't really know what's going on with the rankings right now, but I'm down. Me and you, tag team champions, going into WrestleMania, the end of the season as champions, walking out as champions. Imagine what that would do for us. Listen, hey guys, I hate to interrupt, but I need a favor. Listen, man, you don't even got to talk about last week. Whatever you need, we got you. We do? Yeah, Kevin, we do. Listen, man, I need help. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here in the Raw Zone, and well, Hartford, Connecticut has definitely been loud all night, and it looks like they are looking to keep up the same effort as LA Knight has arrived, and we all know what is gonna happen from here. It is Knight, it is Ospreay going one-on-one for the first time ever right here in Universe Mode history. And the only time these men's paths could have crossed in the past was back at the King of the Ring. But neither of them, or should I say LA Knight, my friend, didn't really last where he needed to. Same case could be said for Will Ospreay. But if both men played their cards right, they could have met each other in the finals, and that right there would have been a very, very interesting situation. So I guess the matchup that you were looking at right now is kind of what if, a kind of a series there, what could have been. But ladies and gentlemen, the Megastar didn't have too much of a successful week last week back at Fully Loaded, but he's looking to turn it around here tonight and restart that gravy train we all know so well.
Hey Rollins, listen. Ospreay said he wants to go out there and do it on his own tonight. I know he's got this. I know you know he's got this. It's a little odd, you know? Usually he's won us out there with him every step of the way, and tonight it doesn't seem... Hey, listen. In the beginning, I questioned Ospreay's loyalty too, but over the last couple of months he's shown us that he's ready to come through. Let's give him a chance. Tonight, he needs to go out there and beat the former Intercontinental Champion. He needs to remind people that he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and, well, I understand. He needs to do that on his own. We're gonna have our spotlight coming up real soon. I promise you that, you will.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we are back, and it seems like the Blackpool Combat Club letting Will Ospreay go out here and do it on their own here tonight. And that is a very, very interesting situation. But you see, although Fully Loaded wasn't the greatest night when it comes down to the BCC, the crowd keeping that same energy for Will Ospreay, as Ospreay hasn't wrestled very much here ever since joining the BCC. But I'd say overall the BCC statements have been made very clearly over the last couple of weeks. It has been nothing but dominance, and dominance has been scaring Raw, to say the least, if I do say so myself. But the crowd's still chanting LA Knight. They know, and well, I guess we all know who we love here tonight. As LA Knight is here, he is ready to go, and he is not playing any games. It has been one hell of an episode of Raw, but we are getting into our first one here tonight, and both men staring each other off here as Will Ospreay seemingly, oh, come on. Ospreay, you know, we all know he has that exaggerated swagger. You know, he's more of a I don't give a damn kind of guy, and the cockiness, well, it is showing here tonight. But listen, I wouldn't underestimate the Intercontinental, or former, Intercontinental Champion in LA Knight. The man kept the championship for a long time. Won it back at WrestleMania and just lost it back at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Kind of got us through that entire summer period of being Intercontinental Champion. And, well, he called it a gravy train of momentum, and definitely one it was. Didn't have too many defenses, but the ones that he did, they definitely were highlighted. But look at this now as Ospreay bouncing right off of the ropes. It almost seems like Ospreay isn't really taking LA Knight too serious here tonight, which, if you ask me, that is definitely a mistake. As look at that now, trying to take down LA Knight. Knight moves out of the way and takes him down. Beautiful work there. Referee got a little tangled up with them, but it was worth it. It seems like as him and LA Knight getting a little tangled up again, and LA Knight taking him down with a clothesline. Beautiful work there by LA Knight, looking to turn this one around here on Will Ospreay. Ospreay not knowing where he's at or what's going on. Very nice thing done there. Kick to the side, kick down, now into the cover. Is this one going to be a no? Ospreay gets the kick out, if you ask me. This is where Ospreay finally sees the serious problem that LA Knight is. This is a one-man wrecking crew when it came down to the Undisputed Era. Listen, we seen them just go away back at the Fully Loaded pay-per-view last week. Or PLE, excuse me. But look at this now as LA Knight, nice knee and a check in him there. A lariat heard around the world, and for a damn good reason, as the Megastar is getting tuned up, and looking to bring LA Knight back to the outside, Will Ospreay, but Ospreay turning this one around here. Man, oh man, I mean, Ospreay said he wanted to show he can do this one on his own, but oh man, look at this now as LA Knight turning it around here on Will Ospreay as these two men continue the action in the ring. We're going to go on commercial break, and we'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Plus, and Raw and Mayhem are beginning to go head-to-head for Survivor Series Collision, and you were promised the 6th of October, we will be giving you a full match card reveal, and that, my friends, we will be doing. But I do want to mention that the main event match, the War Games match, will not quite be announced yet, as we have build over the next couple of weeks to see exactly what that War Games match will be. But what we can announce, Intercontinental Champion, North American Champion, it's Dijak, it's Swerve Strickland, as they go one-on-one for the first time ever, as Dijak will be representing Mayhem, and Swerve representing the red brand known as Raw. But that's not all, as Jon Moxley, we all know this man will be pulling double duty. In his first round matchup, we will be seeing Moxley team up with Danielson, and they will be taking on the Raw Tag Team Champions, Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso. Oh man, this one's gonna be damn good, as it gives us shades of Survivor Series 2023. And man, oh man, this right here might be Rhea Ripley's biggest challenge yet. Big Piper Niven is looking to take control of the women's division, and she wants to start with the Mayhem women's division, and that starts with Rhea Ripley. But ladies and gentlemen, world champion versus world champion, Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, for the first time ever in over a year, it goes down. But want to point something out, Moxley is the only man in Universe Mode to have 2 wins over Roman Reigns. Can Roman get the win back? We'll find out. But ladies and gentlemen, your Survivor Series War Games match, I can confirm, will be 4-on-4, and it will be exclusive to one brand. Comment your comment on who you think that brand is going to be. Who do you think the teams will be? Ladies and gentlemen, it's only getting good from here. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, October 12th, in just 2 days' time, we are coming to you guys live with a Survivor Series War Game Arena reveal. The arena has been worked on, it has been processed, and we are definitely ready to drop an absolute banger for you guys. And the arena is coming your way live Saturday, October 12th. Make it there, it's gonna be good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look out. Tomorrow we are going to be getting a live arena reveal right here on the YouTube channel for Survivor Series, as that is coming you guys' way. And what we definitely know from the back ends, they've been working very hard on this pay-per-view coming up. As look at this now, Will Ospreay has LA Knight in a very bad situation. Hurricane Rana from the top. Well, ladies and gentlemen, over the commercial break, Will Ospreay was able to turn it around on LA Knight, and as you see, he is going for very high risk, very high reward maneuvers here tonight, willing to do any and everything just to survive in this one, and you can't blame him, as LA Knight here still going through it, as Will Ospreay just maiming LA Knight. And I want to remind everybody, you know, it was LA Knight, or excuse me, it was Will Ospreay who, I guess, told the Undisputed Era, or excuse me, the Blackpool Combat Club, that he wanted to go out and do this one on his own here tonight. And he's definitely holding his own against the former Intercontinental Champion. And speaking of the Intercontinental Champion, we will see Swerve Strickland live in action later tonight as he goes one-on-one with Ivar. But look at this now, as Will Ospreay continuing to dominate, continuing to just have his way with LA Knight here tonight. Not really looking too good if you're LA Knight. He, in the beginning of the matchup, was turning up. He was doing what he had to do, but Will Ospreay now was just completely turning this one around on himself. And, you know, you look at Will Ospreay, we're in, what, October now? You know, you look at Will Ospreay and everything that Will Ospreay's done to get to this point in his career, turning on the WWE Universe, then aligning himself with the Blackpool Combat Club. Something that I definitely say would be different for Will Ospreay. Look at this now, Ospreay has LA Knight up, looking to use the announce table. Holy hell. LA Knight is not looking good after this one, and now a splash by Ospreay, using that high athleticism moveset to his advantage here tonight, as Ospreay just having his way with LA Knight. Not something that I thought I'd see here tonight, as LA Knight and Will Ospreay easily seen an even lineup here, but it has been nothing but Ospreay shooting Star Press into the cover, nowhere for not the what? Knight kicks out at 1. LA Knight just kicked out at 1, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even think that was possible. But LA Knight showing that the imp, or the possible, oh, should I say the impossible, is quite possible. Now looking to make that, looking to make it once again impossible for LA Knight, but he was able to find the kick out here, as Will Ospreay is scrambling in this one, and LA Knight finally gets the upper hand again, takes down Ospreay. Ospreay knew this was coming. It was only a matter of time. Now LA Knight having his way with Will Ospreay, doing any and everything that he wants to do. And look at that now. Ospreay trying to catch LA Knight. Knight says no. Knight says absolutely not. But oh man, Ospreay moving out of the way. But now LA Knight continuing the attack. Not knowing what to do, just continuing to strike at will. That is all it seems like he has left in the tank here for Will Ospreay, and takes him down hard. Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, Hartford, Connecticut is off their feet for the blunt force trauma. Into the cover, 2 and 3, no. Ospreay just kicked out of a maneuver that has put a lot of individuals down in the past. Ospreay is showing that being Mr. Money in the Bank means a lot more than just holding that briefcase. It means he is the ultimate contender. As LA Knight takes him down hard there. And now look at this now. LA Knight with a big knee to the face there. Man, oh man, Knight is doing his worst, but oh man, Ospreay able to find him, getting a gut check, punching him. And look at this now, out of nowhere. LA Knight didn't even see it coming, and he lines him up. Look at this. Boom! Right on the button! 1! It's over! Listen, LA Knight was just putting Will Ospreay through a whole hell of a lot of work, but you see in the end, Ospreay showing that he is the ultimate contender. And if I'm the Bloodline and Roman Reigns, well, I am looking out, because Ospreay and the BCC might be a problem.
Listen, man, I understand things got complicated last week, and I'm not here to make them any more complicated, but I'm going to be by your side tonight. I'm going to be by your side and have your back every step of the way, because last week was a mistake. Last week was a miscalculation. But I don't care if it's a one-man party or a two-man or hell, even a three-man. I'm going to show up guns blazing for you. Because this doesn't stop. Our road doesn't end until Braun Breaker is WWE Champion. And that's a promise I made to you when you brought me to the WWE. And a promise I'm going to keep, Braun. I got you tonight. The main event is just one step of the way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin lock in for our big fight-filled main event that's coming up later tonight, it's going to be damn good as Braun Breaker goes one-on-one with Jacob Fatu for the second time here in Universe Mode. But ladies and gentlemen, as we're on the road to Survivor Series this Friday, it's going to be damn good. We got split-screen interview between our North American champion and our Intercontinental champion, Swerve Strickland. Check it out. Whose house? Yeah, that's right. Swerve's house. Let me remind the WWE Universe of who the hell I am, because it's only been a week and it seems like one match has made people forget. I'm just like the administration. I read the comments. I look at what you guys say. I just barely made it out alive. Really? That's what the WWE Universe has got to say to me. See, I think something's gotten a little twisted since I got here. You guys seem to give a damn about what I do in the ring, but I don't give a damn about what you think. The goal is being dominant and being champion, and since I got here, I've done both. I stopped this so-called gravy train known as LA Knight, and you see, he can't even beat Will Ospreay, but he wants to step up to the plate of Swerve Strickland. You see, you're doing things you shouldn't be doing, Mr. LA Knight, but you're in the past. You're at the back of the line, especially since I pinned you. But somebody who I know isn't done with me, and hell, I'm not done with you neither. Gunther, Mr. Ring General. That's what you call yourself, right? Well, I'm a little bit of a ring general of myself. I get into the ring and I get things done, whether people like it or not, and it seems like the crowd is getting behind you a little bit. It seems like the fans are liking you, but the fans are forgetting whose house this is. This is Swerve's house, and I showed it at SummerSlam. I showed it at Fully Loaded and Dijak. I'm going to save a lot of my words for you for this Friday, but at Survivor Series, my friend, the same case is going to be there for you. It's going to be Swerve's house. We're going to go into New York and we're going to dominate. Because every time I step into the ring, every time Prince Nana does this dance behind me, it's not for some type of clown joke. It's not for some type of gimmick. It's to have fun doing what we do best, and that is beating the shit out of everybody that I step into the ring with. So let's not get too off track. Coming up, me and you, Ivar. Big man,
You think you got what it takes? It seems like William Regal and Adam Pearce see something in you that I sure as hell don't, because the same case for Dijak, the same case for Gunther is going to be the same case for you tonight. I'm going 3 for 3. I'm taking your ass off the board. And any idea of you thinking you're going to become Intercontinental Champion, well, I'm going to put you right in the back of the line where LA Knight is, and maybe you guys can have a little party about who you think is next, because the truth is nobody is next for Swerve Strickland. I mean, come on. How can you not like Swerve Strickland? I mean, everything that this man does, it is just swagger written all over it. And now that the shot with the golden hand with Prince Nana doing his dance behind him, I mean, come on, let's talk about it. This man right here has been holding his own since he has gotten to the WWE. It was nothing but a rumor for a long circle of time, and then the fans became aware, and they were shouting whose house, and Swerve arrived by saying his house. It was back at the Unforgiven pay-per-view where Swerve Strickland announced that he signed with the WWE. And not even 6 months later, Swerve Strickland is your Intercontinental Champion. That right there, you cannot teach that. That right there is given to you from the gods, and with that talent, you gotta make the most of it. And a man like Swerve Strickland, well, he made the most of it last week, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man who defeated LA Knight and Gunther by pinning LA Knight in the triple threat matchup for the Intercontinental Championship. And, well, listen, fully loaded, although in the past, we gotta say, record numbers that it is doing here on the channel, as that is one of our top PLEs right here, as it is going down here. Universe Motors, our second PLE, as Raw and Mayhem at the Beach remain our first. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, with Swerve Strickland at the helm, this is going to be an interesting division to try to conquer. We've seen a lot of names try to come and go. We've seen a lot of names try to step up to the plate. A name like this one, a name that has already gotten into the ear of Adam Pearce and William Regal. It was William Regal who handpicked this opponent for Swerve Strickland after seeing Swerve Strickland defeat both LA Knight and Gunther last night. It was something about Ivar and his match with Gunther and their rankings bout a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know what it was, but William Regal said it piqued his interest, it caught his eye, and Ivar with championship gold around his waist. Now that sounds like something that is good to me, but he says the only way for that to happen is a trial run to see if Ivar is truly ready to be in that top contender. And he says even if he loses this match here tonight, what he is looking for is performance. What he is looking for here tonight from Ivar is heart. And if he sees that heart, he sees that performance, then, well, he has made a deal with Adam Pearce to keep Ivar around here for a little while longer. And when I say around here, that doesn't just mean signed. I mean having bangers every single week like we know Ivar can do. This is one of those untapped potential kind of things, and Swerve Strickland's getting his fill on what the competition could be like in the future. As look at this now. Swerve looks to hit him with a big super kick there, but Ivar moving, chopping him down. Now, something Ivar can't take advantage of here tonight is the size difference compared to these two. As Swerve Strickland is definitely strong in his own right, but Ivar is just another man on another level. Look at that now, 2 count, and Swerve Strickland gets the shoulder up. Beautiful, beautiful work there. As, oh man, Ivar takes him down with a massive clothesline there, bouncing off of the ropes. And once again, Ivar's feeling a little bouncy here tonight. Izzy is, look at this now, bouncing off and through, and Swerve Strickland moving out of the way, having that one a little well scouted. Now going for a roll up there, and no. Right when he wanted to roll him up, Ivar had him up, and he moved him out of the way, getting the hands up, and oh man. And a big super kick there. I mean, listen, you want to talk about Ivar's work schedule, going and facing a guy like Gunther or somebody who was like around that equal size of you, and then going and facing a guy like Swerve Strickland and having the nerves that, you know, I'm facing the champion right now. You know, that right there has got to be something right there for Ivar. This is a big opportunity for him, and he has got to make the most of it if he wants to make the WWE Universe really know his name. But Swerve Strickland has shown that he doesn't give a damn about what the WWE Universe thinks. He is all about being mean and green and getting that money. As look at this now, Swerve off the ropes, and he connects. And now showing off in the WWE Universe has no choice but to respect Swerve Strickland, because whose house is this? It is his house, and no. Kick out there by Ivar, as Ivar is showing that he has heart too. And listen, you gotta know he has heart, but at the same time, as look at this now, Prince Nana getting in the way. Nah, man. I mean, we knew. Nah was one of those guys. He gets involved. He does his own thing. He makes sure the WWE Universe knows his name and knows his dance. But if helping Swerve Strickland comes at that cost, then he is willing to do it. And that is something that a lot of people underestimate about Nah. But look at this now. Swerve Strickland continuing the offense there. As Swerve was already doing his thing. I mean, Ivar seemed like he was really getting Swerve. Seemed like he finally had Swerve on his heels, but Prince Nana helping Swerve Strickland out right there. And look at this, Swerve getting cocky as Swerve can get. Hartford, Connecticut eating it up, though. You know, a lot of times you'll hear boos, and oh, man. For some reason, man, look at this now as Ivar has Swerve Strickland up here and drops him down. It is absolutely over. That is Ivar's finishing maneuver, 2-0. Swerve finds a way out, somehow, some way. The crowd chanting to Ivar, you're not worthy of beating Swerve Strickland, but Ivar here to prove people wrong. Ivar on a mission here tonight, sent down by the commissioner himself to prove a point. To prove that there are heavy hitters in the division that are being slept on. And look at this now, Swerve Strickland getting tossed every which way by Ivar. Referee on the count of 5, almost on the count of 6, but Ivar getting right back in there. Smart job there by Ivar. Listen, you're gonna want to make sure you're back in this one as fast as possible, but now he is lining up Swerve Strickland and splashing down heavy. As ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go on commercial break right off the pin. Does he have him? Is it over? No! Coming up later tonight, we're going to be seeing women's action right here in Hartford, Connecticut as the one and only Tiffany Stratton goes against the debuting, the Samoan badass known as Nia Jax. How will Nia Jax fare in her debuting match here tonight? Well, we are going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, coming up after this one. It's going to be a damn good one as women's action is coming your way. I mean, can I just say it? The Samoans are taking over, man. Debut of Nia Jax later on tonight. That's going to be good. But ladies and gentlemen, locking back in on this matchup, you see Swerve Strickland able to get the upper hand as Ivar was going up top, and he had the upper hand. Swerve Strickland looking to turn this one around here. Boom! Big kick to the chest there by Swerve. Swerve has one of those guys who just knows what to do and how to do it. Catching Ivar where he stands. Big DDT now going up to the top rope. And a Swerve stop into the cover. It's over. We'll talk about right off the commercial break. Swerve Strickland said it in his promo earlier tonight. Bring the smoke. I will put down Ivar. I will put down Gunther. And I will put down anybody you throw in my way, including Dijak. At Survivor Series. Well, ladies and gentlemen, November 4th, mark your calendars because that is the next time that Swerve Strickland will be putting the title, well, not on the line, but up for grabs in a very meaningful way, and that is brand supremacy. Trust me when I say that is going to have a whole hell of a lot of implications written behind it as Swerve Strickland, man, as he's showing, oh, man, Imperium out here letting it be known that they have heard what Swerve Strickland has got to say, and they are willing to be a part of the mission statement. But ladies and gentlemen, although Swerve Strickland doesn't have anything up and coming with Gunther that is confirmed, what is confirmed is Survivor Series. It is coming your way, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, November 4th. It is going to be Swerve going one-on-one with Dijak, and that one's going to be damn good. But ladies and gentlemen, one that we are also looking forward to, and it's going to be WWE Champion versus World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns versus John Moxley for the first time in over a year. Can John Moxley go 3-0 on Roman Reigns, or is Reigns' new tribal chief persona all that he needs to put the man down known as the Lunatic Fringe?
Listen, Sammy, thank you for hearing me out earlier tonight. I promise, when you get the message back to Punk, as long as he's in, then we're good for Survivor Series. I don't even know what to say. I really appreciate it. I never thought that I'd be able to right this wrong from my past, and because of you, I'm able to. Thank you. Hey, man, you don't even have to mention it. You helped us when it came down to the Undisputed Era, and trust me, we really needed your help. And think about how clean the air has been tonight. We haven't heard anything from them. The Undisputed Era are gone, and that's because of you, Cody. So the least we can do is help you out. We got you. Listen, man, tonight we got to be locked in. All right? One win over Braun Breaker. That's all the Tribal Chief expects of you tonight. You don't got to get all fancy out there. You don't got to get all dominant. Just one win over Braun Breaker. Now, I haven't seen this in Roman's eyes in a while, but he seemed a little shaky in his confidence in you. And listen, Jacob, don't think that means because he doesn't know what you can do. We all know what you can do in the ring, but last time you were in the ring with Braun Breaker, the fight continued and it broke the rules of the WWE. We can't be breaking those rules if we want to keep our record intact. You weren't a champion before. You're a champion now. You're representing the bloodline as a champion. So what that means, Jacob Fatu, is that tonight when me and the 6'8", 268-pound beast known of a man named Hikuleo steps in there with you, we got your back, brother. You don't gotta worry about anything, not Baron Corbin, not anybody from Mayhem. All you have to do is worry about Braun Breaker. One man, one job, a main event. Let's get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here in the Raw Zone as we are getting into women's action here tonight. And what a night it has definitely been, man. We have been getting love every which way, but you see earlier tonight, Piper Niven having a lot to say about the women's division, saying if anybody wants it, step up, but don't be afraid when I knock your ass out. But calling out Rhea Ripley, now that right there is dangerous. But ladies and gentlemen, although we have one hell of a main event coming your way, blockbuster almost even to say, Tiffany Stratton here tonight is set to go one-on-one with the debuting Nia Jax. Now, this one's going to be fairly interesting as Tiffany Stratton has been making her name known here in the women's division as she is going after fan favorites like Katana Chance. She has let Piper Niven let it be known that she is keep her in the rearview mirror because she is definitely coming for her at some point here in Universe Mode. And letting that be known does all the difference, ladies and gentlemen, and trust me when I say, because Piper Niven is not somebody that likes to keep you on their radar. She is one of those people where she can sense you, she's going to come after you. Oh man, oh man. The irresistible force, Nia Jax. And she looks like she is sent here with a purpose. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard earlier tonight, we heard Jimmy Uso let it be known that he is keeping a very close eye on Nia Jax here tonight, as Roman Reigns wants to keep his options open whether or not to take over the women's division for the Bloodline. And let's say, although this is Nia Jax's debut match, this is also a trial match of some sorts when it comes to the Bloodline. They are going to be paying very, very close attention. If I'm Nia Jax, I'm looking to dominate and dominate with ease. But Tiffany Stratton is no easy somebody to beat. She is hard-hitting as hard-hitting comes, and she makes it look pretty while she's doing it. As look at this now, both women going for a collar and tie lockup. Nia Jax catching her up here and dropping her down right on the knee. Absolutely beautiful work there by Nia Jax. Just knows what she wants to do and goes right forward. As look at this now, scraping her face right across the mat and going down for a big haymaker there. As look at this now, over and over, attacking her as she goes. Big Irish whip in the corner. Oh man, Nia Jax, man. Irresistible force, I guess, is just a joke word for it, because Nia Jax is going hard here tonight. She is not playing any games. Look at this now, dragging her feet right across. And oh man, as look at this now, Nia Jax picking her up. I don't know what the hell she has in mind for her, but Tiffany Stratton now hitting her with an Irish whip and dropping her down there with a back elbow there. Beautiful work, may I add, by Tiffany Stratton. Being able to take somebody down the size of Nia Jax is no easy feat, and it definitely needs to be talked about. Look at this now, Tiffany Stratton looking to dominate. She grabs Nia Jax and just smashes her head into the mat over and over and over again. You know, it's the little things that make all the difference, and she's not looking to pick up Nia Jax and go for anything too flashy, just looking to stay on top. But Nia Jax is looking for a clean-cut victory here tonight, and no. When I say clean cut, I mean quick as well, as Nia Jax, oh man, moving away. There is Tiffany Stratton, and Stratton getting flattened once again. Oh, doesn't that rhyme? Stratton and flattened with a big leg drop there. And the crowd is not appreciating Nia Jax so much here tonight. Is not something that I thought we'd see, especially for a trial something. Is, oh, Nia Jax splashing her right down on the mat. The hell is Nia Jax thinking here? I don't know what she was thinking of going for, but oh my God, once again. You know, when Tiffany Stratton does something to Nia Jax, it looks painful. But oh man, when Nia does something, it just looks even worse so. As look at this now, Tiffany Stratton. Oh, she gets her up. She gets her up and gets her back down. Beautiful work into the covers. That's going to be it here. Nia going down on her first night. No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go on commercial break. We're going to keep you updated with all the action when we get back. As wow. Later on tonight, we have a huge fight-filled main event as Jacob Fatu goes one-on-one with Braun Breaker for the second time right here in Universe Mode History, Hartford, Connecticut. Hold your hats because we are coming to you live with all the action as it is going to be damn good. And it is your main event up next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here tonight with all the action. Look at this now, Tiffany Stratton continuing to find a way to keep it pretty, man. Keep it intact and keep it going. Oh man, but look at this now. Stratton once again grabs up Nia Jax and brings her face first right down, splat on the mat. Well, this isn't as clean cut as Nia Jax may have wanted, but it looks like it is going to take a lot for her to get herself back in this one. It's Tiffany Stratton doing any and everything to Nia Jax. Absolutely dominating here tonight. As look at this now, Stratton now. Oh my God! How the hell did Tiffany do it? Powerbombing a woman like Nia Jax is no easy feat, and she made it one here tonight. And now look at this now, grabbing up Nia, up and down again. I think we've been sleeping on the strength of Tiffany Stratton, ladies and gentlemen, but she goes for a moonsault, but Nia moves out of the way. Moving out of the way might have been the smartest thing she can do, because Nia now looking for a maneuver in my notes here. She is calling this one the Annihilator. Holy hell, that Samoan headbutt looked like it was all she wrote by itself, and boom! Right on the button! Well, Tiffany Stratton put up a fight, I will definitely say that, but wow, what a finishing maneuver. Piper Niven, if I am you, I am watching out, because this can easily be your next opponent in line for a women's championship. As it seems like Nia heard me and she likes the sound of that. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely know the road to Survivor Series is going to be one hell of a road, as we are going to be getting mayhem coming this Friday, as Rhea Ripley will be speaking to the WWE Universe live after one hell of a defense by Jordan Grace. And when I say one hell of a, I mean one hell of a defense. And that's not all, as Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior of the Judgment Day, will be stepping up, going one-on-one with him, Carmelo Hayes. This is going to be a damn banger, as this isn't rankings bout, but this is just a straight-up Expedition matchup. In this one right here, we've been hyping it up all night long. Split screen interview between Swerve Strickland and Dijak as they gear up for their brand versus brand matchup at War Games. And this one, oh man, this one. Listen here, AJ Styles goes one-on-one with a surprise opponent, a new signee right here on Mayhem. And the return of Becky Lynch. We haven't seen her since April back at Unforgiven, but finally she makes her return to the WWE, and she has a whole hell of a lot to say on her mind. And inside your main event, it'll be Judgment Day pulling double duty as the new leader Damian Priest will be teaming up with Dominic Mysterio to take on the Alpha Academy. Can the Creed brothers get the job done? Find out this Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, we got to gear up for next week. We are coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York, and it is going to be damn good as we are coming to the Barclays Center. Barclays, watch out, because Piper Niven is stepping into the ring with JC Jane. And that's not all, as Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn and the entire Team Raw have a message for you. And it'll be led by the American Nightmare next week on Raw. And that's not all, as we will be having an Expedition matchup as Rey Mysterio goes one-on-one with the returning, the infamous Robert Roode. It's going to to be glorious in Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen, and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens look to get their hands mixed up with some tag team competition, as they were saying earlier tonight. Next week, they take on the New Catch Republic, and oh man, I'm just getting word now, Swerve Strickland, he wants the smoke, and he has an open challenge gearing up for you next week, and that one's set to be damn good. And next week, the return of the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns return with his wise man, Paul Heyman, right here in the Barclays Center. It's going to be damn good. But you know what else is going to be damn good? The action, and we are looking to continue it right here tonight as, well, ladies and gentlemen, I can officially say it's time for your main event right here in Hartford, Connecticut. It is going down. It is a blockbuster one. It is Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker 2. Man, oh man, this one's gonna be damn good, as it has Big Fight Phil written all over it, and I'm ready for it. We've talked about the sheer carnage that both men have laid in their wake in their past, but last week, ladies and gentlemen, at the Raw Fully Loaded event, it was Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, the Wolf Dogs, teaming up to go 2-on-2 with the tag team champions, and that was Jimmy Uso, and that was Jacob Fatu, and one hell of a tag team match it was. All hell broke loose, and if you want to go back, you can go back and watch it right here on the channel. But ladies and gentlemen, trust me when I say all hell broke loose last week, and the fight is not over. Braun Breaker is not stopping until he gets his hands on Roman Reigns, and the job gets done the right way. Now, last week he took a break. He went after the tag titles, but he understands that in order to get his hands on the Tribal Chief, he has to work his way up the mountain. As here tonight, they are sending Jacob Fatu to get the job done. Last week, it was the debut of Hikuleo that shocked the entire world as Hikuleo joined the Bloodline. And oh man, ladies and gentlemen, when the Bloodline has a problem, they send this man to solve them. And trust me when I say you do not want a problem with this man right here. If you thought the debut of Hikuleo was dangerous, just think of the men that they already had. Since making his debut at WrestleMania, the man has only had a total of 3 matches. This shall be the 3rd. And Fatu is looking as great as ever heading into them. The first time we seen Jacob Fatu in the ring, it was at WrestleMania. The first time in a matchup, it was against Braun Breaker. The second time was last week at Fully Loaded. And the 3rd time shall be right here, right now, in your main event, as we are getting ready for Absolute Collision right here tonight on Raw. We promised we'd come back with a banger, and a banger we will deliver on. Look at this one right out of the gate is Braun Breaker, not playing any games here with Jacob Fatu. Understands in order to put down the Samoan Werewolf, you cannot let him breathe. Oh, Breaker now throwing those shoulders, you know, that former background in that football player background right there, coming to the aid to support and help Braun Breaker here tonight, as Breaker understands the kind of man that he is in the ring with, but now being able to show off and do what he does best as... Oh, okay. All right, I'll let him know right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting word from William Regal himself that he has just got it approved from YouTube that we are going through this entire matchup. No advertisements, no commercials. We are going straight through with just nothing but brawl after brawl after brawl. As look at this now is Breaker taking control. But right when he does, the other half of the tag team champion, Jimmy Uso, coming to the aid. I mean, come on, what a deal that is. No commercial breaks right here on Raw. Right in time for the main event, commercial-free main event, and look at that now as Breaker getting a little caught up here, and oh, Fatu able to switch directions. Able to switch directions, but Baron Corbin being just as much as a distraction as the Bloodline is, but it didn't seem to work out for him the same way it worked out for Fatu, as Fatu now with a big Irish whip here to Braun Breaker. Breaker now up and down, oh my God. that strength. Absolute beast of a man is Jacob Fatu, and a headbutt right there. That is not good. If you are Braun Breaker, you do not want to get into a fight with this kind of Samoan. All right, you take a headbutt from this kind of Samoan, and it is dangerous work, but Braun Breaker fighting out. Staying alive is what Breaker does best, as now off the Yeezys, bounced on him. And oh, wait a minute, the bloodline, I couldn't see properly from all the way over here, but the bloodline interfering once again. I was wondering what stopped Braun Breaker in his tracks, as now, look at this, has him up on the shoulders. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Big takedown. Into the cover. Is this one gonna be it early on here tonight? And no. Braun Breaker has a whole hell of a lot of fire left in him to keep him going, to keep him alive. And now Baron Corbin doing what he promised he'd do, and that is be in the corner, have the back of Braun Breaker. As Breaker now, oh man, looking to shift and execute maneuvers of his own, but Jacob Fatu having the upper hand here tonight, and oh my God, taking him down in a way we never thought possible. Absolute carnage here tonight, and look at that now. Power driver right on the button. 2 and no. What? Jacob Fatu is just as surprised as all of us in the WWE Universe. Doesn't even know what to think, but we all know what is to come next. It is time for these two men to go toe-to-toe, strike for strike, pound for pound, to see who is the best. This has been a feud talked about in the IWC for ages. Which family is the best? Is it the Steiners or is it the Anoa'is? Well, here tonight, we are getting the scene. As look at that now. Big super kick. He missed out, but he caught him there, and oh, big kick right to the back, now bouncing off of the ropes. Holy hell. Talk about dominance right before Survivor Series as Braun Breaker now. Beautiful combination there by Jacob Fatu. Fatu now going high risk, looking for high reward. Samoan splash. 2 and no. I think brother wanted an Uso splash. Couldn't get him there, but Braun Breaker once again not allowing the odds to defy him. Get him up. Nowhere to go. Holy hell. It's over. No, the ropes. The rope breaks, and the bloodline just saved Jacob Fatu from total failure. It was Hikuleo who just grabbed the ropes. It was Hikuleo that made sure, that absolutely made sure. And Breaker now going for a big takedown, but Jacob Fatu moving out of the way and now getting caught up there in a conversation. And oh man, I thought it was going to be a big moonsault there, but no. Right when you think you got him, he doesn't. As Jacob Fatu doing his work, doing what he needs to do here tonight. Fatu now up top. What does Jimmy Uso have in mind? Uso might be lining him up perfectly here. That's Fatu with an elbow, but no. Breaker played possum right in the nick of time. Has him up top now, nowhere to go. Drops him. The dogs are in the house. It's in what? What? He just kicked out on one. Oh my God, Breaker wanted to do something bigger here, but Jacob Fatu saying no. How the hell does Fatu have this much left in him? Pulls him off the ropes. Running power slam. Top rope he goes. Look at this beast of a man. And a elbow drop. Jacob Fatu is built completely different, and now looking to go to another side. Up top, looking to make it count. He does. It's gotta be over. What? Oh my God. What are these men made of? What are these men made of? because Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu are hitting their best on each other, and still, it is not enough. And oh, looks to get him again, but he sideswipes him. This time catches him up, and a big splash to the back. Jacob Fatu just has Braun Breaker well scouted here tonight. And oh, wait a minute, did the referee, I'm pretty sure the referee just sent Baron Corbin out. Wait a minute, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the referee just told Baron Corbin he has to leave. What the hell is going on here tonight? Does the referee not see the numbers advantage that Jacob Fatu has? Are you serious? Oh my God. Well, Braun Breaker now, he needs to survive. He understands that he is all by himself now. He went from having Baron Corbin to be on his lonesome. Oh man, look at this now. Over. Striking after striking, but Jimmy Uso has that sinister look in his eye. And Hikuleo looks to continue. As look at that now, being a distraction, a continuous distraction for Fatu. Fatu now has him up. Boom! Spikes him on his neck and calls for the finish. Fatu now, oh my God. Absolutely disgusting work by the Bloodline. I mean, his partner was already told to be out. You didn't have to get involved, Hikuleo. Well, let me not talk too much crap here. His own man, what the hell are they doing? They're going to the outside. Jimmy Uso saying history's going to repeat itself. And oh, Fatu brings him back down. Picks him up again. This is about to be ongoing hell for Braun Breaker. Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Uso talking a lot of smack. Talking a lot of something to Jacob Fatu, telling him to make history truly repeat itself. Come on. Not like this, Fatu. Referee already on the count of 6. You might as well take the count out. Baron Corbin nowhere to be found as he was sent to the back, and the match is still continuing. Come on! Oh my God! I mean, is this awesome? Fatu going to the top is not even done. Uso splash. 1, 2, Breaker's out. I mean, Fatu was trying to do splash after splash after splash. And even then when it all seemed like it was said and done, the Bloodline standing tall to a sea of boos. No theme music, straight boos. And they want to soak it all in. Jimmy Uso saying don't play the music. They want to take it all in here tonight. Just what? Wow, what the hell? Those are man tag team champions and the world champion Jon Moxley. What the hell is Moxley and Danielson doing out here? Well, this is an actual road to Survivor Series as the Bloodline sending Hikuleo, and Hikuleo's got taken down. Hikuleo getting taken down by Jon Moxley, and now Bryan Danielson wanting to get his hits in. Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso standing in the ring, not knowing what to do. As look at this now, Basai Bryan and Moxley on Raw. It's such a shit show. What the hell is going on? Where's security? They want to fight. They want to go toe-to-toe with the best. And the best here on Raw is the Bloodline. The Bloodline want the smoke just as well. Are we going to get it? I think we are.
No. This is not about to go down here tonight because I don't know if you guys have watchers or checked the time, but
we're out of time. Alright, you want to continue this mess, you bring it into Survivor Series, alright, where Brand versus Brand will go down, but trust me when I tell you, Moxley and Bryan, I'm no fan of the Bloodline, but if I was you, I'd get your ass out of Raw before I have the entire Raw roster come down and whip your asses, alright? Don't bring your mess to Raw, and we won't bring it to Mayhem. That is the bottom line, and if you're listening, Wade, I'm only giving you this warning one time. Well, alright, you can definitely tell things getting heated up, ladies and gentlemen. As the general manager said, we are out of time, but next week we are coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York. Barclays, watch out, because it is going to be a damn good time, and a damn good time it will be, as Cody Rhodes will send the first warning shot here in Universe Mode to whoever Team Raw will be facing next. Comment who you think down below, but that's not all. It'll be Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with the returning Robert Roode. Can the co-leader of the LWO get the job done? Find out in next week in the Barclays Center. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, before they go to Survivor Series, they look to get their toes wet when it comes to the tag team division. Kevin wants to make him and Sami champions, and they're looking to work their way up. And that's not all. It will be an open challenge from Swerve himself. Who's going to answer the challenge? Who will Nana dance to next? We'll find out, but the Tribal Chief will also return next week in the Barclays Center. Alright, here on Raw, it is going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, we will be bringing you the Survivor Series Arena Reveal. Then after that, Mayhem. And then we will be coming your way from Barclays Center. It's going to be damn good. I love you, and I'll see you then.